YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at when you should be selling your fodder, like your 86, 87, 88 overall cards. We're going to be looking at what fantasy cards I think are the best ones to be investing in. And we're going to look at what content to expect in the next couple of days. But before we get into all that, we're going to talk about content today on Sunday. If you want to have millions of coins in eafc like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable coins. Make sure you use code TEDDY at checkout to get 6% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Sunday was super exciting, even though I was not there to witness it. I went to the movies, I saw Dune 2, and then I helped Brooke out at her dance studio. So I did not stream today. Apologies for that, but we do have the YouTube video. We're going to go over investments and everything. So here we go. Now, 2-player SBCs today. Both very solid, fairly very solid. Yeah, we'll describe it like that. So Rofo and Smolarek. Smolarek, Eredivisie, cost 366,000 coins, 4-star, 4-star. I mean, for the price, he's a very solid card. Based on Feyenoord, if I'm being honest, I don't watch the Eredivisie, so I'm not sure how good they are, but even alone, this card without the upgrades, he's fairly solid. 3 squads, 85, 87, 88. Now, Rofo, let's get into this card. 590,000 coins. Here are the SBCs for her. 590k. Very solid value on this card. Female Barcelona team is what she's based off of, so very possible for her to be getting upgrades. Now, upgrade wise for her playing, I'm not super sure if she is actually playing. I'd have to look into that. I didn't do that, but it's an SBC. So, I mean, it's not like I need to rush to get this done. She's out for 2 weeks, but the last I heard, I'm pretty sure she was injured. So maybe not the playing, maybe not the clean sheet, but it's Barcelona. So at least 2 upgrades. I mean, they should win their games, and I think they're one of the best female teams in the world. So I would guess that hopefully they get 11 goals in 4 games. Even without that, though, this is a very solid card, and they added center mid as one of the positions that she can play. So if you don't remember, at the start of this game, a lot of people were playing Rofo at left back and then just moving her to center mid in game. And now you can just slot her right in at center mid, and she will cook. So this is the card. I think a lot of people are going to do her, and you can even see it on the market. Whenever a really good value SPC comes out in a certain position, players in that position come down. I told you guys in the previous video, we talked about Matson being a very good investment. I said, hey, yo, this Matson has a lot of potential to be a very solid investment. Let's go Fantasy FC Team 2. But I said, hey, let's wait for Rofo to come out because Rofo is a left back. Rofo could cause some panic if she's good value. Look, this dude was 69,000 coins before content dropped today. Boom, went all the way down to 45k, and he's hovering a little more above that right now. So left backs are down. Center mids might be down a little bit as well. I was looking, a couple of them were down. I guess we could say because Rofo has center mid, but definitely left backs down in price because of this Rofo SBC. And then the other SBC, we talked about it, the Team of the Year Icon Player Pick leak. Here we go. It came out today as expected, and we were on the nose, on the dot. How do you say that analogy? We nailed it, is basically what I'm trying to say. I was guessing, all right, it's going to be an 87 and an 89 overall squad, or an 86, 87, 88. We were trying to guess where it would be price-wise, and it was, I mean, it was 50-50. We had 2 guesses, and we were correct. So, if you bought fodder, great. It's up in price. Now, when to sell it? I told you guys to buy 86s. I got a little iffy on 86s, but I did still think they'll rise. We bought 87s, we bought 88s, and I believe we bought 89s, if I'm correct. I definitely tipped them in the Discord. Now, the fodder's back down a little bit, 86s, you can see right here, 8,500, just about. They were all above 9K. They're back down a little bit. 87s are 14K, so they're up a good amount. 88s are 20K. They're up from their low of 17. We were still buying at 18, so that's still 1,000 coin profit per card. 89s are up a little bit, and then these 90s and 91s, not really moving, kind of just held their value. Now, Foot Champs is done on Monday. Supply is going to be slowing down Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're not going to see as much supply. So I would expect these cards to continue to rise into the week, because guess what? Again, on Wednesday, we talked about this previously, when you buy the fodder for the Icon SBC, it's a good idea to be selling it on Wednesday, because this Icon SBC refreshes on Wednesday. So that will be the day to sell your higher fodder. Maybe another player SBC comes out. Maybe, what is it? I don't think the Icon player SBC is coming. I believe it ended up being confirmed that instead of getting an Icon player SBC, I know it's not an Icon, but Ginola ended up replacing us getting an Icon player SBC. I think they talked about that on Twitter. So yeah, I mean, they tweeted out Icon SBC, and we didn't get it. We got Ginola, so that's what we're thinking it is, but maybe we get an Icon SBC. I don't know. Icon player SBC, other SBCs as well. It's Monday, Tuesday. Monday we get upgrade SBCs. Tuesday we get upgrade SBCs. Every Tuesday we've been getting some sort of like party bag player pick. This week was the 87 Winter Wildcard, FC Versus, or Team of the Year honorable mention. Probably get something like this again on Tuesday. That could be helping some of the fodder go up in price. So selling fodder Wednesday. That's the situation with fodder. Let's move on from fodder. You know what? Before we move on from fodder, we talked about how this is going to be a good investment coming up. We're not buying yet. I was saying, I think Friday, I mean, honestly, the price that they're at right now, you probably could buy because they can't get much lower, but 84s. For those of you on a low budget, this is going to be a really good investment coming up. The lowest they can go is 1,100 coins, and they're 1,300 coins right now. Honestly, if you did want to start buying now, it's not a terrible move. Do I know what's going to be coming out tomorrow, on Monday, and on Tuesday? No. Imagine we got the 85 plus player pick tomorrow. That'd be crazy. But a filter, if you guys are ever trying to buy 84s, this is it. Gold rare, 1,100, 1,200, 9,900, 10,000. And then we search. It should pop up with some 84s. You can see right here. I mean, if you can win these on bid for like 1,200 coins, even 1,300 coins, they can't get much lower than that. They really can't. It's really solid for people on a low budget, but I definitely think Friday I'd be looking to go in deep into these 84s. But I mean, they can't get much lower right now. Are they 1,200 coins? It seems like I just want to see a couple of these bids if I'm winning them at 1,200. If that's the case, 1,200 coins on these 84s is crazy. I mean, if you're on a low budget, you could just start buying now and then just wait for them to rise. And you know it's zero risk, because guess what? The lowest they can go is down another 100 coins, and that's it. Whenever 84s are min price, it's usually a really safe buy. So yeah, wow. I don't think I'm getting outbid when I do 1,200. This might be a decent little move. If you are looking to pick up 84s now, sell day is probably like next week. And I'm not saying like next week, like we'll sell on Saturday. I mean, like today is Sunday. We're probably going to wait till like Wednesday, but not like Wednesday in 2-3 days, Wednesday in another week on top of that. So it's a ways away, but like maybe you get lucky and something comes out before that. But yeah, I mean, winning these at 1,200 is crazy. If you're doing it, if you're going to try to pick these up for 1,200, I would only do it if you're on a really low budget, by the way. Like really low budget, that's the only way I'd be doing these 84s. List them up for like 1,500 coins while you wait for them to rise. Yeah, 1,500. I like that. So that is 84s. That's the situation with fodder. Now let's talk about fantasy cards, boys. Wow. there were some games. There were some games for sure. And you guys know you can always track them on Footbin if you go Footbin, Tracker, Fantasy, and you can look at all these cards. Politano played today, and it was up against Juventus. That was one of the big games because we talked about investing in Politano. That was a big game to be watching. And I didn't see the score, but I do know he's up in price. Yeah, they won 2-1. So their next game against Torino, they scored 2 goals. This dude's going to get all upgrades, and he'll be going to a 91 overall card. +4 on every single... +4 to every single stat. 93 pace, 89 shooting, 90 passing, 93 dribbling. This card's probably going to be really solid. And if we think about how much are 91 overall cards? 91 overall cards are... 55K, so he's kind of priced at where he should be fodder-wise, but we talking about where we invested in this card, we said at 20K. It was a buy. Originally, we said 30K, but we held. That was fine, and then we said again at 20K, and boom. So awesome there, and great card, great investment, doing good. Now, let's go over the rest of the fantasy cards. Another big one. Where was it? Lima Lu. We talked about these fodder cards, guys. We talked about these fodder cards. They are the safest move. Orban was down in price. Would have been definitely something to keep an eye on to potentially buy at around like 25K, but he's gone up quite a bit. I'll keep an eye on this Orban if he comes back down. At the moment, this 34K, it's a little too high for me, but I mean, looking at his next few games, could very well keep a clean sheet, make all the appearances. They scored 4 goals. This guy could be getting all upgrades. I mean, holy crap. We're looking at a really good center back if that happens. Andre, they won their game 1-0, so he has that one. Lima Lu won 1-0. He got the goal, so that's an upgrade. This dude's already got an upgrade. He's going to make the 3 appearances, probably get the 2 wins. With that, that's 3 upgrades. So 88, 89, 90 overall card is what he would go to. He's 20K right now. He could go all the way up to about 45K very likely. Now, let's talk about it upgrade-wise. For those of you that don't know these fantasy cards, EA's website says they're an inform upgrade. Their cards on the game say overall upgrade. That's where we don't know what's happening. If it's an inform upgrade, his first upgrade, he goes from an 86 to an 88. If it's an overall upgrade, he goes from an 86 to an 87. So that's where it's a little tricky with these 86 overall cards. We're not really too sure how they're upgrading. Now, Mamouche, another card I like a lot. Anywhere, honestly, below 17K is probably fine. You guys know I like a lot of these fantasy cards. If you just buy them and you hold them, I think they'll do good. Stanway can do good. Kondrava can do good. Pedro Porro, a lot of potential on that Pedro Porro. Pascaru, very safe card. Is their team not great? No, they're not great, but is their team not great? Yes, they're not great, but they play the 2 worst teams in the league, and those 2 worst teams in the league have won 1 game all season. So if they can keep a clean sheet, get the 2 wins, she could get some decent upgrades because she plays. So that would be, we talked about it. I think if she can manage to get 3 upgrades, let's say she keeps 1 clean sheet, gets the 2 wins, and she plays, that's 3 upgrades. She would go to 90 overall, and 90 overall cards are 45K, so she could triple. That's these cards are very low risk. Are they already rising? Yes, but I do think they're so low risk. The fodder cards, it's just you gotta wait a while. It's like a 3-week hold, 4-week hold, so it's a long hold. But the profit on these cards, we talked about it in the previous video. Like if I put 15 mil into Pascaru at 15K or less, she goes all the way up to 45K. I turned 15 mil into 45 mil in 3-4 weeks. That's insane. That's like ridiculous. And it's very possible. It's a very possible move. But we talked about it, like if you're going to be doing these, you might want to split it up. Maybe like go into Mamouche a little bit of Lima Lu, a little bit of Pascaru, a little bit of Pedro Porro. Just split it up. And that's the safer way to do it. But the fun gamble is just full send 1 card. Am I going to do that? I'm not too sure. I was going to buy today, but I didn't end up really having too much time because went to the movies, and then I helped Brooke out. So maybe in tomorrow's stream, I'll end up full sending some of these fantasy cards. You can see I already have a few of them, but I still have a good amount of coins left to spend. I do want to mention I still have my Madris. I'm holding on to these. I paid 157. How much is she now? She got her assist. It was a goal or assist. She's 150. I'm surprised she's still this cheap. Madri, I believe, got a goal or an assist today. And if she can keep making these appearances, they'll probably get all the wins. I mean, she has potential to be nasty. Look at her card. Add +3 to every stat. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. She could be cracked. So that's Madri. Still holding the ones that I have. And then I have all of these other fantasy cards that I'm looking to invest all of my coins into. So that's that. What else? Those are fantasy cards. I think there's so many. I have a full list of these in the VIP trading Discord with the prices. If you want to join the VIP Discord, all you have to do is subscribe to my Twitch channel. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free and join the VIP trading Discord for free every single month. Supports me, supports your coin balance on this game. Some of the prices, I mean, maybe I'll update some of them in the VIP Discord. They're up in price. Like Lima Lu, we were buying this Lima Lu for 15K, below 15K pretty easily. But as you can see, he is no longer 15K. He's over 20,000 coins. You'll see right here, because he got that goal today, he went up a good chunk. So that is Lima Lu. But like I said, could easily be going over 40,000 coins, up to 45K very easily. So that's fantasy cards. Don't want to keep rambling on about those now. Expected content. Expected content tomorrow is Monday, upgrade SBC day. Expect something to release. We always get upgrade SBCs on Monday. What do we have currently that expires tomorrow on Monday? Let's see. What do we have expiring tomorrow? I'm not sure what expires tomorrow on Monday. But we usually get, is it just the 80+ player pick, I guess? Okay. Expect some sort of upgrade SBC tomorrow on Monday. Obviously, we get like player picks and stuff like that, but something bigger than just like an 80+ player pick. And then Tuesday, expect something to replace this SBC, the party bag player pick, we'll call it. And also Monday, Champions League is back, guys. So expect Champions League marquee matchups to come out. That could bring it will bring some supply to the market. It could give us another little buy window onto some of these fantasy cards. A little bit more supply, and FUT Champs ending. It could bring a bit more supply on these fantasy cards, could make them come down a little bit more, and then just like full send and just wait 3 weeks. That's that. So those are the fantasy cards. That's expected content. Wednesday, obviously brand new team of the week. And then more fantasy games. I'm not sure how many are tomorrow. I know Arsenal play tomorrow on Monday. So Declan Rice, he's down a lot, by the way, down at 2.5 mil. If he can get like a goal or assist, and if Arsenal absolutely smack Sheffield United, which is very possible, this dude could start to rise a good amount. Like if we put 4 or 5 past Sheffield United and he's included in the goals or the assists, you're going to see this card rise. So definitely going to watch that Declan Rice tomorrow. Obviously going to be watching the Arsenal game. And hopefully we have a little investment there. And that is going to be it for this video, guys. Any questions? Comment section down below. My trading Discord and my Twitch live stream description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.